Okay, so, AI, everybody's talking about it these days, right? But it really reminds me of like the internet back in the 90s.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
some people saw it coming.
Yeah.
They hopped on that wave early, rode the wave to success.
hmm
Others, well, they just kind of missed it.
They got left behind.
Yeah. And it feels like AI is that wave right now.
Absolutely.
So for this deep dive, we've got a couple of great reports,
Oh,
one from the Pew Research Center and one from the World Economic Forum.
excellent.
And we're going to unpack those a bit and talk about, what this means for you out there listening.
Right.
Especially with your background in computing research,
Yeah.
areas like IoT, blockchain, satellite communications.
Yeah, all those things are already being really impacted by AI.
Right. And it's not just some abstract concept anymore. AI is right here.
Yeah.
It's real. It's changing the way we work.
Absolutely. And the Pew Research Center, they found that back in 2022, almost 20% of workers
Wow.
were in jobs that were going to be significantly impacted by AI.
So it's not like some robot coming to take our jobs.
Well, that's not quite that simple.
Okay.
Some jobs will definitely be automated,
Yeah.
but many others are going to be augmented or transformed,
Yes.
in ways that will probably make them more interesting and more effective.
Can you give me an example, say, from my world, like computing research?
Sure. So think about all the data,
Yeah.
like in IoT or satellite communications.
Significant.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Analyzing that manually would take forever.
Right.
AI algorithms, though, they can just go right through it, find patterns, and get insights that we'd never be able to find on our own.
It's like having a superpowered research assistant.
Exactly.
That's wild.
And then in blockchain, AI can really improve security, detecting fraud by analyzing transactions, finding anomalies.
Okay.
It's becoming more and more important as blockchain gets adopted.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So it's not just changing how we do research. It's opening up completely new areas to explore.
Exactly. And that brings up this whole idea of job displacement versus job creation.
Right.
So some jobs will be automated, but AI will also create new jobs.
Like what kind of jobs? What are we talking about here?
Well, one area is machine learning operations, or MLOps,
Okay.
which basically means managing these machine learning models from, start to finish.
Got it.
So like developing training, deploying monitoring,
Mhm.
and it's a really fast-growing field. Lots of demand for people who know this stuff.
So for somebody like me, comfortable with code and data, this could be a career path.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And let's not forget about natural language processing, or NLP.
Oh, yeah, those chatbots popping up everywhere.
Exactly. NLP lets computers understand human language,
Wow.
which is a big deal for customer service, for education, even healthcare.
Okay, so new opportunities are coming up, but what skills do I need to stay relevant in this AI world? I know the World Economic Forum report mentioned something about new skills needed by 2030.
Right. They estimate that more than 40% of workers will need to reskill by then.
Wow, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. And technical skills are important, of course, like programming, data analysis, understanding the AI tools themselves.
Yeah, makes sense.
But what's really interesting is that soft skills are becoming even more important.
I'm guessing things like creativity, critical thinking, communication.
Exactly. Those are really human skills that AI just can't replicate yet.
Right.
For example, AI can analyze data, make reports, but it can't really understand the nuances, the context, or explain those results to other people very effectively.
So it's not just about crunching the numbers. It's about thinking critically, solving problems creatively, and working well with other people in AI systems too.
Exactly. It's a world where collaboration with AI is key to success.
Wow. Okay, I think I'm starting to get it now, but where do we go from here? We'll have to get into that next time on our deep dive into AI in your job. So AI, it's everywhere, huh? Even if we don't see it.
It really is, often behind the scenes, powering all this technology we use.
But when you look closely, its impact is obvious, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you said before that AI doesn't impact all industries the same way.
Right.
Can you give me some examples of how it's changing things?
Sure. Let's look at healthcare, for example. AI is developing these algorithms
Okay.
that can spot diseases way earlier.
Oh, wow.
Like cancer, much more accurately than traditional methods.
That's incredible.
So patients can start treatment sooner
Mm-hmm.
and have better outcomes.
I've heard about those systems that analyze medical images,
Yeah.
and they can find things that even the best doctors might miss.
It's like having a second set of eyes.
Yeah.
Incredibly precise.
That's wild. And then in drug discovery.
Yeah, AI is changing that too.
How so?
Well, it can speed up the process of finding new drug candidates
Okay.
by looking at huge amounts of molecular data.
So it's not just improving diagnosis and treatment, it's changing how we come up with new medicines.
Absolutely. And then in education, AI can create personalized learning experiences.
So it's adapting to each student's needs.
Exactly. Like, imagine a virtual tutor available for every student, providing custom instruction feedback support.
That would be amazing, especially for those who don't do well in a normal classroom.
Right. It could help level the playing field for everyone.
Yeah, so everyone gets a chance to succeed.
Exactly. AI can figure out what someone's missing,
Okay.
suggest learning materials, even change the difficulty level in real time.
Based on how they're doing, that's mind-blowing. But with all this good stuff, what about the downsides, like job displacement?
Right. It's important to think about, while AI will create jobs, it's also true that some jobs will be automated, especially jobs that are repetitive, predictable,
Okay.
easy to program, you know?
So what happens to those people?
That's where reskilling and upskilling come in.
So give people the chance to learn new skills.
Right, so they can adapt to this new job market.
So it's not just about learning to code.
Right, it's about being able to learn new things constantly.
Adapting to change.
Exactly. Tech is changing faster and faster.
Yeah.
So being a lifelong learner is crucial.
It's like we got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yeah, kind of. Embracing change, being open to new things, that's the future of work.
So we've covered the good, the bad, the need to adapt.
Mm.
But what can we actually do to prepare for this AI future?
Well, first, stay informed,
Okay.
read articles, listen to podcasts, go to conferences, really immerse yourself in the AI world.
Don't wait for it to come to us.
Right, be proactive, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Like try things out.
Yeah, there are online courses.
Yeah, I've seen those.
You can learn the basics of AI coding data analysis.
Okay.
Just play around with some free AI tools even.
So get hands-on experience.
Exactly. And networking is huge too.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to people who are already using AI in your field.
Right.
Go to events, join communities online.
Learn from others.
Yeah, sharing knowledge is so important.
It's like we're all figuring this out together.
Exactly. And maybe the most important thing, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Yeah, sometimes it feels overwhelming.
It can be, but there are tons of resources and people who will help.
So basically, be curious, proactive, open to new things.
Exactly. The future belongs to those who embrace change.
I love that.
Ah.
And it seems like the key takeaway here is that AI, it's powerful, it's got its challenges,
Yeah,
but it's also a force for good.
absolutely.
We need to adapt, keep learning, and make sure AI benefits everyone.
I couldn't agree more. This AI revolution is here, and the best way to handle it is to be involved, not just watch from the sidelines.
It's interesting, before we started this, I kind of had this idea AI is like robots and self-driving cars. But it's so much more than that.
Right. It's about solving real problems, making a real difference.
And yeah, we talked about job displacement, but it's clear AI is also creating whole new industries and jobs we never even thought of.
Absolutely. And it's exciting to see how that's playing out in different areas.
So let's talk about those positive impacts.
Yeah.
Where's AI making things better?
Healthcare is a great example.
Okay.
It's totally changing how we diagnose, treat diseases, even develop new medicines.
Give me some examples. How is it working in the real world?
Well, take early disease detection. AI algorithms can look at medical images, like mammograms or x-rays,
Okay.
and they can be incredibly accurate.
Wow.
Sometimes even better than human radiologists at finding, tiny signs of cancer or other problems.
So we're talking about AI potentially saving lives by catching things early.
Exactly when treatment has the best chance of working.
And what about personalized medicine?
Yeah, AI can help tailor treatments to each patient
Interesting.
based on their genetics, lifestyle, all sorts of things.
So it's more effective with fewer side effects.
Exactly. It's moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
Right. Towards something much more personalized.
Exactly. And then in drug discovery, AI is helping analyze huge amounts of data to find potential new drugs.
So it speeds up the process.
Exactly. Which is great news for diseases that don't have good treatments right now.
It sounds like healthcare is being transformed by AI from top to bottom.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing how fast things are changing.
So healthcare is one area. What about other sectors?
Well, in education, AI can create personalized learning experiences for every student.
Like we talked about before.
Right, adapting to their individual needs and pace.
Okay.
Imagine a world with virtual tutors for everyone.
That'd be amazing. Especially for students who struggle in a traditional classroom.
Exactly. It could really level the playing field.
Give everyone a chance to succeed no matter how they learn.
Right. AI can figure out what they're missing, suggest materials, adjust the difficulty on the fly.
Wow, it's like having a personal tutor in your pocket.
Exactly. And it's not just for academics.
Okay.
AI can personalize training for all kinds of industries.
So people can learn new skills and stay ahead of the curve.
Exactly. Speaking of which, how is AI changing the job market as a whole?
Yeah, that's a big question.
Well, some jobs will be automated for sure.
You've talked about that.
But AI is also creating all these new industries and jobs.
Like those MLOps and NLP roles we mentioned before.
Exactly. But it's not just for tech people.
Okay.
There's a growing need for people who can connect technology with other fields.
Like what?
Like AI trainers who teach algorithms to understand language.
Interesting.
Or AI ethicists who make sure these systems are being used responsibly.
So it's not just about coding, it's about the bigger picture.
Right, the social, ethical, business side of things.
It sounds like the most valuable people will be those who can combine tech skills with critical thinking, creativity, good communication.
Absolutely. They'll be the ones who can really use AI to make a positive impact.
It seems like we're headed towards a world where humans and AI work together.
I think so. It's not about us versus them. It's about us and them.
That's a great way to put it. So what can we do to get ready for this future?
Stay informed, read, listen to podcasts, go to conferences. Immerse yourself in the world of AI.
Yeah, be proactive. Learn as much as we can.
Right. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try out those online courses.
Okay.
Play around with some of the free AI tools out there.
Get some hands-on experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And network, talk to people who are using AI in your field.
Go to events, join communities.
Exactly. It's about learning from each other.
And not being afraid to ask questions.
Absolutely. There are so many people willing to help.
So be curious, be proactive, and be open to new things.
Exactly. That's the key.
This has been such a great deep dive. I really feel like I understand AI so much better now.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's clear that AI is powerful. It's got its challenges, but it can also be a huge force for good.
Absolutely.
You have to adapt, keep learning, and work together to make sure AI benefits everyone.
Well said. The AI revolution is here, and the best way to be a part of it is to jump in and get involved.
I'm definitely feeling inspired to do that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been my pleasure.
And to all our listeners out there, keep diving deep. Explore, experiment, learn, and let's shape this AI future together.